You gotta go the other way, yes.
I gotta have sense. I
Put
gotta
it just
have
right in the middle. You two are fine, stay.
sense.
I was just gonna go around you.
You get in the middle?
Again, Coach has some brief comments about the game, and then we'll go to questions for hands closed after comments. Everybody ready back there? Coach, your thoughts on the game?
I think we played well. Our game plan, it worked down to the T. We knew some things that they like to do. We was kind of hesitant. I think it was some part of my fault. I wanted to play like we normally play, which get out and run, push the ball to the floor, apply a lot of pressure. But I felt like the floor was going to be a issue for us. But once the game got a little closer, we was able to apply pressure. We was able to do the things that like we have been doing in the past, getting out, getting up the floor, and I think we played well. We was a little nervous in the beginning. I felt like a lot of loose with the ball, bad passes, things like that. But outside of that, I'm just happy that the ladies continue to fight.
Coach, can you talk about your floor general with CYRIAH real quick?
How long do we have? Okay. So CYRIAH has been the glue to our offense. She's just been the floor general for us, being able to put everybody where they needed to be in the offense, being able to handle pressure, being able to take 50% of everything off of everybody else. If you know anything about this game, having a point guard is half of your battle. And she has been our point guard. Things started out a little rocky, a little slow earlier because of just her coming in and trying to buy into the way that I wanted things ran. But after we was over that hurdle, she's been great ever since.
And go ahead.
Coach, I was going to ask you, how important was it for you guys to be able to play, out in front as opposed to, having to chase a game the way they did? How important was that? In terms of maintaining momentum and withstanding, some of the runs.
Yeah. It's always good to be ahead because you can always have that leeway to, okay, if we throw it away or we miss a shot, you always have a little cushion. And I mean, we like that. We haven't had a lot of close games where we were behind and had to fight to get up. We did play some early in the year, and I think all of the games that we played has prepared us for moments like this. We had some tight moments in the region, so we played a tight one the other night. We were prepared for all of it. So if it goes either way, we're okay. If we're behind and we need to fight to get up, or if we are ahead and we need to hold off to the lead.
Coach, when you said like the floor was going to be an issue, preventing making you not play the way you normally play, just mean the length of the floor, like
the length, yes. Yeah. We are used to playing on high school floor, which is different. With the baskets is different. Nothing is behind it. Most all the high school gyms have the wall behind it. It does affect the kids' shots sometimes. If you look at earlier in the game, our three-point shooter, Nia Gaskin, she was way out there. So as she could find her way in closer to where her range was, I mean, she drilled two big ones for us. So the length of the floor, the spacing is bigger. It's a true 96 feet. College floors are. I know high school's supposed to be 96, but all of them are not true.
Talk a little bit about why you think y'all were so effective on 32. Looked like you played a lot of little, but you had Earl and her son too, didn't you?
Yes. Coming in, 32 was one of our main focus. 32 and 23 were the ones we had on our radar. Just looking at them on film, everything they did went through 32 or 23. So that was the thing that we kind of talked about for the last 2 days. We have to control those two. So we took our best two defenders, which was ARLISHA Boston and YASMINE Brown. So they were the two that had that assignment. YASMINE got into foul trouble early, so it kind of affected us a little bit. ARLISHA had 2 fouls in the first quarter, so it kind of took away from some of the things that we had practiced on and talked about. But they was able to step up when we needed it.
Talk a little bit about defending. How effective? Why do you think you were?
I feel like we were effective because we already had an idea of what she wanted to do. Every time I watched film last night, I watched film this morning, and I watched film on the way to the game this morning. This morning on the way to the game. And she seemed to go left a lot. So if you're already anticipating that she's going left, you're already there to cut her off. It's like, she can go right, but she didn't go right a whole lot. She wants to go left and go all the way to the basket. So it's easier to guard her knowing that she wants to go left and all the way to the basket.
And CYRIAH, next to last basket to Gaskins, was that your pass? To Gaskins, was that your pass to her?
Yes. The next to the last pass for the one that
Half court pass.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was, but it kind of went so fast. But talk about your game as point guard. You had 13 assists. You're a sophomore playing in the state tournament. You didn't look like you were nervous. You kind of look like you always do.
I kind of just prepare myself mentally, expecting to take a little more dominance. I like to get my teammates involved and get everybody involved that I can.
And in that last play, talk about that. You had to fight 32 for the ball before you got the layup. Give me your perspective on that play.
I just really think it was all about who wanted it more. And I wanted the ball more. I wanted this more. So I stepped up.
ARLISHA, what's thought about being the first girls to bunch of boys teams from Suffolk and won championships? Never a girls team. What's thought of being the first girls team from Suffolk?
It's an amazing feeling. We work hard. This was our goal from the beginning of the season. We knew this is what we wanted, and it wasn't given to us. We worked hard for it. We made it here.
What's the feeling about getting it?
It feels amazing. Really.
And Coach, I know your motto going into this game is no doubt. When you had to make the plays that I guess you didn't make down the stretch in 2017, I talk about their ability to do that because, the team from Winchester kept coming back at you, and you had to make those plays we talked about at the end with Naya and with CYRIAH.
Yeah, the kids, they've made plays all year. So they made runs, and we always talk about basketball as a game of runs. We knew that they wouldn't give up, and that was the thing. But going back to one of the questions that was asked before, having the lead always gave us that cushion. That when they made a run, okay, settle down, we okay, and we make a basket. So we kept ourselves in control. The kids, they stayed poised. Like I said, CYRIAH, she was running the things that we needed to run. She knew when to push. She knew when to back off. So we felt like we was in control of the game the whole time. And that was the thing that I was saying as far as leave no doubts.
It seemed like they played pretty fearlessly.
Definitely.
As close as it was right at the end.
Yes, definitely. These young ladies that we have played at a high level throughout their basketball career. So it wasn't a situation where I felt like that they were going to give up or not be able to fight it out to the end. It was no doubt that they was going to fight it out. We had no reason not to. There was no reason for us not to leave it all out there. We had 4 seniors, and we wanted to do it for them, for the young ladies that was here their freshman year, which was ARLISHA. We had a chance to move on in advance. It was cut short. So it was a lot of things that we had that we was trying to, hey, listen, we got to fight through it. We got to push through it. All the young ladies that were sitting behind our bench that was pulling for us were some of the young ladies that sat here in 17 and did the same interview and are losing about it.
And last question, you brought one of these championships back as a boys player. What's the thought about bringing back the first one to Suffolk as girls coach?
As Alicia said, it's amazing, man. I really don't know how I should feel, but I tell you, I feel great. It's big, and for me, I always preach to the kids that, hey, listen, I've won me one, you get you one. But all of the kids that play for me, the former players, the players now, they wanted to win it from me. Just like the kid Camry Harris was one of the ones that we, right at the end of the game in 17, we missed the putback. But when she won her first MEAC championship ring, she called me and said, "Coach, this ring is for you." And she had just won her first MEAC tournament. And they were the champs there, I was there, and that's the first thing she said, "Coach, this ring is for you." So it's just been amazing for me. I've had great kids throughout my career, and they are more than deserving for this. Because this is not just for me and the young ladies that's here now, it's for all of my kids.
Yes, going into your senior season, you played, like we talked about the other night, you played your first 3 years at River, then you come here, you win a state championship. 8 minutes left to go in the game. What's your thought process?
It's my last 8 minutes of high school basketball. I'll leave it all on the floor. There's nothing to hold back for. Like ARLISHA said, we knew this is what we wanted from the beginning. We talked about this back in September. No, every month since then, we working to get it. We finally here at the game. It's the last 8 minutes. We had nothing to do but to pull through. We won it for ourselves, our city, our coach, everybody.
Can you just speak to, at the end of the game, I know, you had almost the premature celebration with the run out or whatever when you thought the clock had expired, and then you had to roll back and then do it all over again. What was that feeling like, between those two moments, just trying to finish out this game?
The game not over till the game is over, 0.00. And we thought it was 0.00, but it was 2.3, obviously.
Crazy.
So it's like, we feeling like the game over because we got, I think it was a 4-point lead. And I mean, you can get a 4-point play, but it's not as likely. But we felt like the game was over. We were just like glad to finish it out actually to 0.00 and officially be called state champions.
Anything else? Great. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.